look, your friends, make sure your friends are your friends, okay? This is back when I was in college. I never told this story time, but I think it's really essential to know, especially like now kids are graduating, they're going off to college, and we love a juicy story time. So let's start from the beginning. When I was in college, I had this friend called Alaya. So I was best friends with this girl named Alaya. Our friendship started in high school and it carried all the way off to college. So we went to the same college and we was even roommates, y'all. Like, y'all know that story. If y'all know, if y'all OG subscribers, y'all know. But if not, follow me on TikTok. I'll be doing a whole nother story time about it just to refresh for all the new subscribers. Follow me on TikTok right there. In high school, it carried off to college and we were roommates. So things started off good in the beginning. You know, like we was hanging out, of course. We was going to icebreakers at the college, getting to know the RAs. Alaya had another friend named, let's call her Tata. I don't know. So Anaya had a friend named Tata that she had already been friends with her at her previous high school that I didn't go to, but she knew her from her past. So she also went to the same college with us. So that was already forming a friend group. Now Tata was roomed with this girl named Bree. Now this girl, this Bree girl, she's white. Okay, she's a white girl. And she's a country girl. She's a country white girl. So, and Tata, she more like, you know, turn up, like Detroit vibe. And it was these girls across the hall from us by the name of Savannah and Taylor. So Savannah and Taylor were already also friends and they were roommates, but they went to a whole different high school. We basically just formed this girlfriend group and we was hanging out, we was going to parties together, we was always in each other's dorm rooms. Just like, it was cool. And around this time we started to get introduced to more people at the school. Like I said, just going to icebreakers and different events. We eventually got invited to a hockey players celebration party. It was like kind of, it gave like frat boy vibes. We were invited to this mansion party. It was like really out far in Rochester, but the house was really big and it was a lot of people there. We all looking cute, we all getting ready to go, we about to get ready to turn up. One of our friends actually drove us to the party, like somebody who had their license at the time, and he was also part of the friend group. He drove us to the party, and oh my god, the car was just so packed. It was like a lot of us. It was like a lot of the guys that we was friends with, and then our girlfriend group. It was a lot of us in the car. So we got to the party. Like I said, it was a lot of people there. It was like a mansion house party. His parents wasn't there, so he decided to throw a mansion party. It was like a little kind of like, it reminded me of one of those movies. When you go to a party with your homegirls and it's a lot of people, y'all supposed to stick together. I feel like that's rule number one. Stick together, don't let each other go. And if y'all do kind of let each other veer off, just make sure you in clear eyes view to where y'all can see each other. So, you know, we turning up, we having fun. The party gets a little bit too wild and too loud. Keep in mind, we're in a high class area where the neighbors will make a noise complaint, and we're in a very expensive royal area, and the police got calls. We got word that the police was outside and people started to like leave. There were people, because it was underage drinking going on. Like, I'm gonna be real, it was underage drinking going on at that party. You know what that could result in. So people was like, no, I can't deal with this. One of the friends that we had, one of the boys, he was like, I'm on probation, I ain't got time for this, I ain't got time for no police. So we all ran, and like some of us, okay, so Bree she was intoxicated and she veered off, and I'm like, where is Bree? Like, I had to remember, like, oh my gosh, all of us are not in a circle, like we're not all together. So when we all ran to go hide, because we literally ran to hide, I forgot where we ran to hide, but all of our friends was gathered up together and like a couple of the guys that we was friends with was gathered together with us as well. And I remember we ran into like this room or the bathroom and we all hid. And then one of the boys that was like, I'm on probation, I don't have time for this, he actually ran out the window. He ran out the window. Like he climbed out of the bathroom window and he ran off. Just ran off. And I'm just like, nah, something telling me to just stay right here until things die down. So we all in there hiding. The police is just looking. Like, it's so freaking quiet. The police enter the house. It's a big house, and the police are upstairs. Now the people that's downstairs that didn't have anywhere to hide were just, I don't know, hiding in different rooms in the basement, because it was a big house. And then it was some people just sitting around, like, I don't know. Listen, I was off. I was veered off. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like all of us are not with each other. You got Tata, Alaya, you got Savannah. Did I say her name was Savannah? Did I say Savannah? Savannah, Tata, and Taylor. We was all together. Plus the guy friends. We was all together, but Bree was missing. And I'm just like, bro, she intoxicated. The police are here. Like, I'm worried about her. So after some time, after like things died down or whatever, and the police left, we moved. Like, we came out of our hiding spot of the bathroom, and people were just exiting out of the house after the police left. And when we exited the house, we still couldn't find Bree. And I'm just like, where's Bree? We were all asking, like, to be fair, yes, we were all asking, where is Bree, where is Bree? But it was a time of urgency to kind of like leave at that moment, because you didn't know if the police was going to come back or not. And Alaya, she was like, let's just go ahead and leave. Like, we're gonna have to leave her. She shouldn't have got intoxicated like that, being around all those boys. And then Taylor and Savannah was like, yeah, we're gonna have to kind of just go ahead and leave her. So Tata, she was the only one who was kind of like, oh nah, we can't really leave her. But they kind of convinced her to just be like, let's just go ahead and leave her. And I'm just like, nah, y'all, we cannot leave her. That's not right. You know, she's part of our friend group. She's our friend. We came with her. We gotta leave with her. Like, no, I'm not leaving without her. I'm not gonna leave without her. I'm just not gonna do that. On top of that, she probably in the house with some guy. We don't know if she's being taken advantage of. We don't know what's going on. Like, we literally cannot leave this girl in this house like that. We cannot leave her all the way far out, because the drive was at least about 25 to 30 minutes. So how is she gonna get back home? Who was she with? Like, I just couldn't do that. So I'm like, no, we are about to all go in here and find her. We're not leaving without her. So we going back and forth. No, don't go back in there. We gotta leave. Y'all gonna have to come with us, or I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, the guy that drove us, he was like, look, he was really like, we gotta leave her. Like, we just really gotta leave her. But me and Tata, she was kind of really adamant on going back to find her, especially because they were roommates. Like, and I'm just like, no, I just cannot do that. And I looked at her like my friend at that point, even though like people saw her to be weird and extra, and she was like trying too hard. But I really liked her. I genuinely liked her. And they would tease me like, here go your best friend, she coming. And I'm just like, I don't really mind her being around. I don't really mind. She's very loud and bumptious. But me, I really don't mind. I don't mind having people around who's different. Like, I really don't. Just be yourself. Like, if you real and you yourself, I'ma rock with you. But anyways, so I was really rocking with her. Like, I just really did not feel comfortable leaving her behind. So we went inside. Me and Tata went inside. She did come in to help me look. So she came in and helped me look. We looked around. We went upstairs. We went in different rooms. We were just looking around. Friend group followed after. And now we're all looking for her. So we couldn't find her. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. Like, so when we left out of the house, we ended up finding her. And she's like, oh my gosh, where the F have you guys been? I was looking for you. And she, you know, she just rolled out. And we just like, girl, Bree, we told you to stay with us. Stop being so, man, doing so much and leaving us. Like, we was getting on her like, man, stop trying to do too much. You was supposed to stick with your friend group. You don't know what these guys are about. You gotta stick together. So now we all rounded up. Everybody then found everybody. Now we're good to go. We're good to go home. We're on the way home. So we all gather up, we get in the cars that we came in, and we venture off back to the school. Now the crazy part is, it was on a Friday, so we didn't have class that next day, but we did have chapel, which is so crazy because this was a Christian college. But we did have chapel the next morning at 11, what was it, 11 a.m. or 12 in the afternoon. I think it was like 12 in the afternoon. So crazy. Thank God we all got home safe. Thank God we found her. But me, like, I wasn't gonna leave her, and I don't think she even know to this day that they was willing to kind of like leave her. And those girls was not her friends, and that's why I just made a video about friendship trauma, because you just never know who's your friend, who really isn't, unless you pay very close attention. Sometimes it takes years to find out people aren't your friend. Eventually she found out that those girls wasn't her real friend. Eventually I found out that those girls wasn't my real friend, and I don't even think they're real friends now. Anyways, what ain't strong don't stick, and it don't last. Okay, that's just point blank period. I just thought that was so wrong that they was thinking about like really rounding up about leaving her. And it made me think, like, would they do that to me? Like, would they try to leave me? I'm pretty sure they would at some point try to leave me behind. But listen, y'all, if y'all, ladies, if y'all go together, leave together. Guys, if y'all go together, leave together. Do not leave y'all friend behind at a party. Do not leave your friend behind on a vacation. How do y'all go on vacation, friend groups? Like, I cannot do that. People be so quick to leave you behind when something hit the fan or try to set you up. I even think it was the one situation where they really tried to kind of like set me up, because after we fell out, one of the girls, which is Taylor, tried to invite me to a party with them after we all fell out and wasn't friends. I'm like, that's kind of weird that you trying to invite me to a party. Are y'all trying to set me up or something? I don't know. I just don't be trusting people. But yeah, that was a story time about how they tried to leave the girl behind at the frat party. That was crazy. Listen, don't do your friends like that. If you do your friends like that, you're not a real friend. You're evil. Okay? Don't be evil. Please don't do that. Don't be a nasty person. Be a good person. Even if this not the person not your cup of tea, please don't leave people behind, man. For real. If you can help somebody, help somebody. You can try to save somebody's life by simply doing one little thing and waiting on them. As long as your life is not really in danger, don't be a selfish person. Just help that person out. Let's end this cycle of bitterness and evilness. Okay? Just be good and pass on good deed, and it'll come right back to you. Okay? That's my story time, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.